Well, this week our Master Mom is continuing the conversation on homeschooling. We know more parents are entertaining the idea, and last week we talked about some of the reasons and benefits of this type of education. Well, this morning we want to focus on how you begin the process. Joining us now is our Master Mom, Amanda Olson, with Olson's Martial Arts Academy. And Amanda, always good to have you on the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Well, I really enjoyed our conversation last week because I think a lot of people are really looking into this as an option, and you were really kind of laying it out there as someone who's been there, done that,
right,
and giving us kind of your advice.
Yes. And the conversation is huge right now, and people just aren't sure what they need to do, what they want to do, and it is an option, you know, and there's lots of ways to get started, and that's kind of what I want to focus on today. So, okay, you've made the decision, you want to do this for your family, at least for the next school semester, or, you know, you might find you like it, you know, how long is this going to last? And basically, there's three things that you can look at as ways to homeschool. And on the, as far as Tennessee goes, if you go to Tennesseegov, the website there, they have all the rules and regulations and everything, paperwork, forms to fill out to homeschool. So they make it very simple. Mm-hmm. And then you want to stay in contact with your child's school, whatever school they would go to. You need to contact them, let them know what you're doing. They have forms for you to fill out. It's really very simple. It's just a matter of filling out a form and registering your child as a homeschool student. And then from there, there's a lot of options. You know, you can follow the school district's curriculum, and you know, they'll give you all the same things that children their age are studying, and you can just school them just like the kids, you know, same material, you're just doing it from home. There is online schooling where the state does require it's an accredited online school, and that can be taught from pretty much anywhere. You know, it just depends on if your child enjoys online learning, you know, as an option for them. They can follow that. Or you can purchase curriculum on your own, and just depending on your level of education and experience and comfort level, you can go under what is called an umbrella organization. And that is something, so you want to choose one. If you're in Tennessee, choose one for your state. And they will keep all the records for you. They'll give you curriculum suggestions for your child's age. They also do all the standardized testing. And, you know, so they keep all that. So if you need transcripts for when you want to go back to school or college, or, you know, I know when kids get their driver's license, it's helpful to have that, you know, yes, they're in school, yes, they're making good grades to get their driver's license. They handle all of that stuff for you. So if you don't go through the school district, if you want to go in an umbrella, that would be my suggestion, is to find one. And there's lots to choose from. Find one that works for you. They even have graduations for seniors. You have to travel a little bit, but they have a whole cap and gown ceremony for the homeschool seniors, so they don't miss out on that. Yeah. So there's just a lot of options.
And it's interesting, you mentioned the parallel between the school. I had no idea that they stay in that close contact. Like you said, with your kids, you sort of kept them up to date on the school's curriculum, so they were really learning at the same pace those other kids were.
Right, and you know, you have some freedom, like, you know, different things that my kids were interested in. We could spend some time on that. But as far as core curriculum, you know, I wanted to make sure that they were ready to go to college, that they were eligible, that they could, you know, be prepared for that. That was something that we were looking forward to, was them going to college. So, you know, actually for Science Hill, I just purchased the same textbooks that the seniors, you know, were using, and those are the same textbooks that we learned from at home. And I did hire a tutor for chemistry and the math for my son, so he was, you know, was doing the same material, and he was just doing it from home.
And one of the questions I get a lot is from especially parents of that junior high, high school. They can't imagine themselves trying to help their child learn this material when, you know, a lot of times we can't really help them with their homework. It's kind of, so the idea of teaching it, but you said there are so many resources out there that they can connect to give them that instruction. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to be the teacher.
No, you can just provide the guidance, provide the curriculum, provide the path, and then have other people come in and help you, you know, teach. And if that's something that you want to do, those options are completely available. And there's also, you know, I hired tutors, but there are co-ops where parents kind of share the teaching responsibility. They might have a degree in chemistry, and so they're teaching that, or maybe they're great at math or English, and so they'll work with a small group of kids in that area.
Wow, a lot of opportunity there.
A lot, yes.
A lot of different ways to go about it. You're also doing a webinar coming up that you've got interest, really, you said, from all over the country.
Yes, I'm really excited to be able to help. You know, it is a national and worldwide issue right now, and so I'm trying to give parents a couple of things, especially new parents who are looking at homeschooling. One, how do you get started? Two, you know, I can share some of the mistakes I've made so you don't have to make those. Right?
That's always nice.
Yes, and there's people who helped me along the way and guided me too, so hopefully I'm paying it forward that way. I'd love for, if you have any interest at all, if you know a friend, if you'd attend it's a free webinar. It's next Wednesday at 1 o'clock on Zoom, so it'll be fun.
I think so too, and you have so much information. I've loved having this conversation with you because it's very eye-opening. I think people just hear homeschool and they automatically jump back a little bit.
Right.
But to really sit down and take a look at it, there's so many different ways that you can do it.
Right, and you'll find something that fits your family well.
All right, well, great conversation. We'll give everybody the information on the webinar. Don't forget, it is coming up next Wednesday, July 15th at 1 o'clock. To register and for more information, you can always check out her website, askmastermom.com, and then /parenting advice events for that webinar. We'll be right back.